Recording. There. Oh, look how fast it moves now. That's spooky. Wait, don't yell. I'm gonna have to edit it. If you see, you know when you're on stage. No, if you can sing, but you got to do this. But baby, yeah, yeah. Oh, you gotta like pull it away when you're gonna get loud. You gotta Mariah Carey it. Oh, yeah. I'll pull one of those.
It's Christmas season, baby. Jenna Ortega has awakened a goth girl thing in me.
Ooh, come on, New Zealand girls. Ow, ow. Come on, New Zealand girls. I know who the Zodiac Killer is.
There were other red flags. Oh, I would assume
like
so.
She was a vegetarian. Rope tightens around my neck, and I go unconscious.
Oh no!
Junk, that's bump.
Woo!
We made it past Halloween, and we're in the Christmas time of year.
Yeah, it's officially Christmas right now. It's
Yeah.
Christmas as soon as Halloween's over.
Yeah. So pull out your Peanuts Christmas costumes, pull out your Peanuts Christmas nativity scene, and pull out your Peanuts Christmas tree. Because on this week's episode of Docs and Crocs, we have Ryan with a vest on.
The way that you say, you're one of those people that the way you say peanuts just sounds like you're saying penis.
Peanuts?
When you say it quickly, you were like, pull out your peanuts.
Peanuts?
You say peanuts.
Peanuts.
Oh,
Peanuts.
God.
Peanuts. Get out your peanuts. So,
Yes?
You're giving me the girl, like, notice me vibe right now. Right now, you're a pick-me girl.
What do you mean?
You're showing off your cleavage to me right now. And
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have a question?
you have a...
Is there something you'd like to ask me?
You're giving me pick-me vibes very seriously. Like, you're the girl that wears the low-cut top and then, like, excessively leans over to you so that you'll look down.
What are you talking about? I think everybody would love to know what you're talking about. Do you have a question? Is there something you'd like to ask?
Ryan, what's with the vest?
Oh, the vest! No. So this was one of the hardest things to not talk to you about ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
Because I tell you everything. Like, if I were you, this would have been way easier.
Yeah.
But you don't tell me anything. I feel like anytime I do anything new, I have to talk to you about it.
Right.
So this is something like for a couple weeks now, I've had to just like keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
So you know I've had this vest for a while.
Yes, indeed.
But this is no longer just a vest. So I have actual
Uh-huh.
level 3 armor in here
Wow.
right now.
Do you want me to shoot you or what's going on?
Yeah, so today on the podcast, we're going to be seeing how many rounds level 3 armor will take to the chest before compromising. No, I just, this is actual, this is actual level 3, like, rifle rated. This is from AR 500, the American Republic 500. It's a company that sells body armor to civilians.
Yep.
So this is a steel plate with build-up coating so that it won't produce frag when shot.
Wow.
Yeah. So surprise. I was able to keep something from you.
Keep something from me?
That was the whole point was just I was able to not tell you about something until it came in. I wanted to tell you so bad. As soon as I bought it, I wanted to tell you I got it.
So why do you need body armor?
So the reason why I have it today is for those who, I mean, we've already talked about it, but John is planning on going into the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got this body armor, and I want you to feel how it feels to wear body armor.
That's it?
Yeah, it's very heavy.
Really?
Yes. It's very heavy.
Now I'm curious.
And this is only the front.
Yeah.
Like you can get back plates too, but this is just the front plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put my microphone down for a second. If you want to narrate.
Yeah. So Ryan has just pulled off the first Velcro strap. He is now removing the gear from his body. He turns it around, and now he has handed it to me. Oh, wow.
Okay, so go ahead and put that on.
That is pretty heavy.
Go ahead and slap that on your body. So you go in one side. Yeah, there you go. And then you got to put your arm up through there. There you go. And then you open the front. Slap that bad boy in there. There you go. That is level 3 steel body armor.
There we go.
How do you feel? Feel like a Marine?
I feel like tactical. But like tactical with like a cool at the end.
Tactical.
Like
oh, yeah.
like Kewl.
Tactical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a Marine?
No.
No. All right. So now I'm gonna shoot you,
Sweet.
and we're just gonna see how many rounds.
There we go.
I'm just kidding.
How many rounds of 45 ACP until I give
until
up?
the build-up frag coating wears off.
Yeah.
It's just like super scary. Actually, I never thought about that until I saw videos of it. Like when bullets hit the steel plate, it frags in every direction.
Yeah.
And so the fragments will rip through the vest and just go right into your face. And so
That's fun.
So you can take it off now. You don't have to keep that on. So I'll show you the yeah, they were having a cool sale on this. I've been following AR500 for a while now. I actually reached out to them to see if we could set up like a deal, like a sponsor deal. But they're having this cool deal on their heritage plates, they're called, which is like their original plate with build-up whatever.
So with all this body armor, are you just planning like a bank heist in the future, or like what's going on here? Is this a cry for help?
So here it is. This is the Armored Republic.
Strike Face Armor Forward AR500.
Yeah, so you got your... there you go.
Wow. Threat
Level 3
level.
body armor.
Shelf life 20 years.
And then I've got like a little trauma pad in here that goes behind the armor so that it doesn't... because even if you get hit on that, it still hurts.
Oh yeah, you have a ton of.
So it's got like all
energy,
these
padding.
layers of padding behind it. So I'll just put this right.
It's like when you watch John Wick, and John Wick is regularly getting shot, and he just kind of moves forward, and you're like, "Oh, okay, pal."
Yeah,
What's
probably
going on
not.
here? Yeah.
The wind is knocked out of you, and your ribs are broken. More so with soft armor, you're getting broken ribs, but there's no penetration. It's good if you can just walk away with broken ribs and no penetration. Please sponsor us. Anyway, yeah, that was the gig. Oh, look, it has a signature. Who inspected it? Yeah, this is the build-up coating, so that when the bullet goes in, it fragments. But this coating that they put on the outside is like their special coating or whatever, and it stops the fragments from going into your jaw. You know, I just figured I think everybody should have body armor. I think what I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to have this in the back of my car at all times.
Really?
Yeah. So that if like in an active shooter situation or something, you can just run to your car, throw on your vest, and like be you got your family. You can engage that situation knowing that you're not just going to go crumple like a tin can at the first bit of shrapnel. I couldn't think of I was trying to like say that in a real cool way. I couldn't do it.
They just
I'm no Brandon Herrera. I'm no Demo Ranch. But Demolition Ranch, he's like tested these on his channel where he'll be like, how well rated are they really? He'll do like, shooting through 100 sticks of butter, and then he'll like shoot some AR500 armor.
I feel like shooting 100 sticks of butter, that'll probably make like a mean quesadilla. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a butterdilla?
Butterdilla? Well, like if you use that much butter, maybe it has like gunpowder flavoring to it, and then you like
just a little bit of lead.
Just a little bit of lead in your quesadilla.
He
you know?
literally has videos where he buys like 100 pounds of butter, and it's just giant blocks.
That's just silly.
And he starts with a 22 and goes all the way up to like a 50 cal green tip, and just sees like what goes through.
Everything, I imagine.
It's amazing.
I imagine just about everything.
No, I mean the
goes
22
through.
stops. Like the butter stops at 22. I'm pretty sure the butter stopped at 9 mil up to 3 feet.
Wow. Yeah, 3 feet of butter.
Hey,
Who has 3 feet
hey,
of butter on hand?
Maybe you work at a damn pastry factory.
Oh my gosh.
And Al Qaeda attacks.
You have
and you hide behind the butter.
You hide behind 50 croissants.
you just cover your body in croissants, and they can't get you.
You just make a layer of croissants in your walls to protect your walls.
I see. There's things to be learned. Big noggin things.
Big noggin things. So protect your house with croissants and laminated dough. 3 feet of it will stop at 9 millimeter. That's the takeaway.
Probably.
Yeah.
So real quickly, right here at the beginning.
Yes.
Because we both use it.
Yep.
Right?
We both use it.
Acorns.
Acorns. Yes.
Okay. Here's the thing. I don't like being sold stuff. I don't like advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big advertisement guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that having things advertised to me almost makes me want them less, because then I don't like being sold to.
Yep.
So here's why I bring up acorns. This is not a sponsored thing at all. But I was somebody that did have a hard time investing, learning how to invest, trusting myself to do it, saving money, terrible at all of it. But Acorns rounds up all your change. You buy a cup of coffee for $2.50. Acorns pretends like you spent $3 and takes that extra 50 cents and invests it for you in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 years later, you have hundreds of dollars in your account because every time you've made a purchase, Acorns has taken the change and invested it for you, and you didn't even have to learn anything about investing.
Right. They custom make a portfolio for you based on the threat level that you want, or the risk level, not the threat level.
Threat level midnight.
Threat level 3 investments.
Threat level the law. Yeah, so you just you literally turn on your roundups, you never think about it again, and then one day you see that little green app and you're like, "Oh, let me click it." And then it's like, "Hey, by the way, you have $280 in here." And you're like, "What?"
Whoa.
Just cuz I get Starbucks a lot? So, the offer is this: if you click on the link in our bio and you invest $1 into an Acorns account, Acorns will give you $5. And now you have $6 that's invested. Set up your roundups. Every time you get a Starbucks or whatever, it'll just round up the change. And then you'll have a bunch of money invested, and you'll be like, "Oh, wow, I didn't even have to do anything." So
boom.
that's the offer.
But today's mentioning of the law,
Yes.
Ryan didn't watch it.
Did you?
Yes, I watched it.
Dang it. I was behind. But I was watching VGHS stuff.
Uh-huh.
I just didn't watch an episode.
That's all right.
I was watching like the making of.
That's like your girlfriend telling you, "I didn't cheat on you. I just texted other guys without you being around." And
No, it isn't.
And emotionally cheated on you. But I didn't actually do anything to you. Yeah, thanks, Ryan.
No, that's not a good. The right comparison is your girlfriend's like, "Hey, you didn't get me anything for Valentine's Day," and you're like, "I didn't, but I did go stand in a florist shop for an hour and smell all the flowers.
I like mine a lot better.
But I didn't get you anything."
That one probably is more accurate, but for the sake of blowing it out of proportions, I like mine a lot.
Yeah, you're good
a
with
lot
the
more.
out of proportions. He's good at walking away with a couple of broken ribs but no penetration. Knee slap.
So in episode 3 of VGHS,
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell us about it because
we get the beginnings
I'll
of
remember.
Ryan's actually on campus. He's actually the star.
it's me.
Pranked.
It's been me.
But Brian is on VGHS campus, and he begins Ted. He tells Ted, I want to keep a low profile. And Ted's like, "You're right. We should throw you a party and call it Brian Palooza." And then he comes in.
Oh wait, then we're up to date with each other then.
Yeah.
Because last week we said we were gonna watch 2 episodes.
Oh, we did.
So I watched this.
Oh.
So we're up to date.
We're up to date.
Yeah. So he throws them up. He's like, "Oh, Brian Palooza," and then he's like, "You shouldn't put any of these up." And then he rounds the corner.
And Calhoun runs into Calhoun. You know,
Well, first of all, everyone's got the posters.
right. Yeah.
Key walks up and is like, "Brian, there's no actual start time on here.
Right.
What is Brian o'clock?"
Rock o'clock.
Rock o'clock.
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's right after
Half past rad.
half past rad. He just knows. I could pull up any part of the episode to you and you'd be like, oh, right after he picked his nose.
And he sees Law around the corner, and he has like a nightmare of the Law.
Oh, yeah. He goes into like a whole
Yeah.
acid trip out of nowhere
Yeah.
and then wakes up in his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's what happens when you drink too much Monster and you're at VGHS playing video games all
That's
day.
what happens when you get your pizza out of a can.
Yeah. Yo, pizza pockets sound dope, though.
Isn't that just a hot... What's the difference between a hot pocket and a pizza pocket?
I'm pretty sure it's just a pizza folded and rolled into a...
Yeah,
it's,
right.
It's like a tennis ball
literally
can.
a slice of pizza in a can.
Yeah, it's in a tennis ball can.
So here's how this episode's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because I spent a little bit more time watching like behind the scenes and making of stuff.
Yeah.
And so you could talk about you could talk about the episode and I could talk about the behind the scenes.
Oh.
So fun fact then on that note is Freddie Wong is probably one of the most influential filmmakers of our generation because he was able to like fully go around the like studio thing at the time. And now, I mean, there's people who have done that like The Chosen, you know, they did crowdfunding.
Right.
And VGHS had some crowdfunding. But to have that big of a production and they actually like built their own sets,
Yes.
built their own props.
Yep.
And so the pizza in a can is that like that's like they made those props, you know, like literally put slices of pizza into like tennis ball cans and put labels on them.
I mean, that's pretty dope.
That's freaking lit. That's a great idea.
That's a lot of attention to detail and commitment on behalf of... Yeah.
Freddie.
So, Brian goes into Calhoun's office. Brian's like, I want to keep a low profile. Calhoun's like, does that game come with a mini game about being full of crap? And he pulls down the blinds, and it's Brian Palooza posted all over his office.
You're really good at the like the end emphasis. Like as soon as you get to the end of Calhoun's sentences,
Yeah.
it's spot on. Like it's not that you're matching his voice perfectly,
Yeah.
but you match his inflections very well.
Yeah.
I actually put a video out. I'm putting it out today. The reel that I'm putting out on my personal Instagram today is all about accents.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I need to like tag on a little bit about just inflections. Well, crap. Like you just get the little at the end.
Calhoun-
His cadence is always very It's the same as it was on Epic Mealtime.
Yeah. Call up your dentist.
Yeah, it's
Tell
the
him he's a little
same thing.
Epic Mealtime months of anyway. But then he is in FPS 101 with Ace, and Jenny is the TA. Mwah, Jenny Matrix.
No.
But we hate Jenny Matrix because she's a cheater. But like,
Well, Jenny Matrix is great.
yeah.
Johanna, whatever.
You can't cheat on my boy Brian like that. You know what I'm
Johanna,
saying?
yeah, the actress.
Yeah.
Jerk. Do you know that? Did you know?
Here we go.
This is so funny, actually. The guy who plays Brian D, Josh Blaylock, do you know what he does now?
No.
This is going to blow your mind. Nothing blows your mind, but it blew my mind, and I think you'll be mildly interested. Him and his new wife
Yeah.
are professional photographers and videographers
Really?
that specialize in food photography.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has 3 videos on his YouTube channel, which
Yeah.
I guess he like didn't continue, and I
Right.
have a suspicion why. But the 3 videos are literally him like talking about lighting and like how to take really good pictures of food.
Wow.
I think and he has like 90,000 followers on those 3 videos
Of course.
because and this is why I think he stopped posting on YouTube is because every single person that commented on his YouTube.
Oh my God, it's Brian D.
It's Brian D.
Oh, Brian D.
Oh wow, Brian! I'm just here because I just got done watching VGHS, and I'm so glad to see you doing this, and I'm so glad you're
GG,
doing well.
Brian D. GG forever.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's why. But he's on Instagram. Him and his wife have a profile. It's called Blaylock.
He's got chubby cheeks.
Yeah,
got-
look at this.
Got a little-
Blaylock photo.
Wow.
14,000 followers, and he does professional food photography.
Wow.
Isn't that sick? Like, it's just food.
Those are really well done, though.
There he is, him and his wife.
Really bright. Well,
And his kiddos.
They got two little kiddos.
Look at that. Good old Brian D.
Mm.
His wife looks like a mom,
Oh, yeah, 100%.
and he looks like the brother to these children.
Yeah, most definitely.
It looks like three boys took a picture with their mom.
It's like Mother's Day.
No
Happy Mother's
hate.
Day.
No hate at all. Josh, we love you. Please come on the pod somehow. There he is again.
Wow.
But yeah, he just has that he's got that young face.
He's got that baby face.
There's his wedding. Anyway, so Josh, you did good. You came out on the other side
A better man.
just better.
Just better.
Look at that donut hole.
Mm.
Yeah, professional food photography. Is that something?
That is something.
I just was like, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
go off, sis.
I don't know, as an actor
Yeah.
who also has a photo video business, I was just like, what the heck are the chances of that? I feel like it's a sign. I feel like it's definitely a sign that I should be cast in VGU.
That's what we want to happen in the long run, VGU.
Yeah. I just want Video Game University, and I would like
I feel like that would be a sick series.
It would be amazing.
It would be.
Same concept, but now it's college.
Yeah. You bring back, like, Brian. I don't know if I want to see Jenny again. I think it's on site with Jenny.
Okay, you bring back Brian. Now
Yeah.
he's a professor.
He's a professor of FPS.
And Jenny
Uh-huh.
is
A neighboring rival university.
oh, I was gonna say that she's like flunked out. She's been held back so many times
Oh, man.
that she's still in like
Yikes.
she's all older now, but she's like
This just gets more and more sad as it goes on.
Brian just keeps giving her Fs.
No.
And so she keeps getting held back. Yeah, no, she could be a professor at a rival school.
Yeah.
But she has ankle cancer. So she dies at the end of the series.
I think we got to work on your story writing.
It's a side plot. It's a side plot.
Cancer is a
In
side plot?
In her ankles.
That doesn't even make any sense.
She has keyboard cancer. Her keyboard has the cancer, not even her.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a good thing Freddie Wong is writing this and not you.
Are you Freddie Wong or Freddie Wrong? That's the. Anyway, Freddie's been on a lot of podcasts. I wish he would come on this one. Hint, hint, nudge,
Wink, wink.
nudge. He goes on podcasts every once in a while and like talks about why he's doing what he's doing, and I'm just like, wow. The only way we have any information about Freddie Wong is the fact that he goes on podcasts.
Yeah.
So.
And he puts out really good stuff, like really quality, well thought out stuff. Given the budget, like he doesn't have like a professional Hollywood level budget, but he still puts out like quality content, quality props, quality character development, good setting, story.
Yeah.
Like all the things that you want out of a video game high school was in video. Like there's nothing that was left out that I feel like, oh, if they just did this or they just did that. It's just a really well made.
It was spot on.
Yeah, it was a fun story. Also, the one drawback I have, I think Ted is just a bad character.
You said that last time. You said that
Yeah.
you didn't like his character.
I
I
like him less and less the more I watch it.
I still think that Brian should have ended up with Key.
No.
Yes.
No shot.
Why?
No.
Why?
Key and Brian don't speak the same language. Ted and Key don't even speak the same language, but Ted kind of goes along with it because he likes Key.
I just think it could have been even more complex. Like it could have like brought Brian around into this like deep development of character where he rides the fame train.
No.
And then he kind of like comes down into like, I want to be more like down to earth. And then she had her little like goth arc for a second, or like not goth arc, but like her villain era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I think you're in right now, by the way.
I'm in a villain era?
Yeah, I determined that today.
I'm in a villain arc?
Yes. I was letting Kona out to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, naturally.
And I was staring out the window. And it dawned on me.
Mm-hmm.
John is in his villain era. 100%. We all have it.
Uh-huh.
Well, not everybody, but especially if you're somebody who was like, if you find yourself, it's specifically like people who struggle with people pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever like kind of been like, you kind of like please people or just kind of go with other people's flow.
Yeah.
Eventually, as soon as you create a boundary for yourself, it triggers a villain era, and you will go into a villain era, and that's exactly what you're in right now. You're in your villain era.
I'm in my villain arc.
Yes.
Wow.
100%.
How long is my season gonna be of my villain arc?
I don't know. You're gonna have to meet a key.
I'm gonna meet a key pulls you out of your villain arc.
That's what I think could have happened. I
See-
think they could have pulled each other into like a soft era.
I don't even think Key is that interesting. She's just kind of there, you
She's
know.
an interesting character. Her parents and her background, and she's trying to find herself. She wants to make games.
Yeah. But I don't think Brian dating Key was the correct move.